All right. HT's EDC's running a fixie for 5, carrying a fixed blade for 5 days. Had fun with the 10-day trapper challenge. So I thought, well, I'll do that for this. That sounds interesting. Don't normally carry a fixed blade, I'll be honest. Camping, hunting, out and about, in the woods or something like that, yes. Around town, no, little town where I live, smaller, not little, but smaller size town, it's going to be frowned on. So it's got to be an unassuming knife. You can, but it's got to be an unassuming knife. So it's also, but likewise, it's also got to be a knife for me that shares meaning. I'm getting older, more nostalgic as I get older, and I have lots of knives that I could carry, but I like something that means something to me. Thought about Daddy's old Queen. He's had it ever since I could remember. It's the only fixed blade knife I ever known him to carry, but as you could tell when I showed you, that blade pops out that front there, and it's cut me before. I made a sheath for it, but it's ugly. I wouldn't dare be caught in public with the sheath on it. So that's out of the question. So it's going to be the first knife I bought with my own money. Makes sense. It has meaning to me. And it's this old Queen Rawhide series, 4180 and 440 stainless. And it has been used. I got it new at the hardware store in Fredonia that's no longer there, and I'd made money. It had to be 1980 time frame. I think it was 80. I was 14, and I just got my learner's permit, and we were hauling wood in that fall, and made some wood hauling wood over to my Uncle Fred over in Howard. We'd hauled 2 cords of wood over to him for all winter for burning. And so the money I made off that, plus a little bit of money I made Grandpa and Grandma cutting wood and stuff over there, bought this knife. And it's been a well-used knife, a well-loved knife. I got a little rent in the blade there. It's sharp. I mean, it's plenty sharp. No problems with that. I keep her sharp. But it does have a little rent when I walked around I was cutting up a deer, and when I was going around his hip joint, put a little bit too much wiggle in it, and I just put a little bit of bend in that baby, but it don't really affect nothing. That's sharpened out. Just, you can see it. Didn't have a knife sheath. I built this old ugly sheath for it, but it falls out of that sheath. I had to go look for it one time to retrace my steps. So a couple of years ago, I was at a guns show, and this knife here, I don't know why I bought it. Stupidity. But it had a great sheath that came with it. And fits that sheath perfectly. So this is pretty unassuming. I think this will work.